Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to live stream day 12. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales so they do not have to hire influencers or pay to run ads to make sales in their business. I help business owners. I help business owners create content that includes a going live strategy that allows them to consistently show up and make sales in their business. I have been on social media creating content since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to save money. I have been a couponer for 16 years, and I started my business helping women do that. Well, 2 years in 2020, pandemic life, my client said, "Hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start a YouTube channel? Can you teach us how to side hustle? Can you teach us how to start a business?" So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. I accidentally became a business coach in 2020. And then my business coach was like, "Hey, Crystal, since you were my star student, can you coach my people?" And literally, I business coached for 4 years, 2021, 22, 23. For 3 years, I was a business coach behind the scenes, couponing out front, business coaching behind back. In 2023, I sat with myself and I realized I love being a business coach. In 2023, I was like, you know what? I want to be a business coach full time. I do not want to be known as the couponing girl. I want to be known as the woman that helps women create content in their business. Thank you so much for those likes. So in 2023, I decided I was going to be a business coach. And then in 2024, I got more specific. In 2024, I said, what do I do really well? What have I done to build my business? What have I done to help my clients the most in the business? And you know what the answer was? Content. I was a content machine. So since 2018, I've posted close to 2,000 YouTube videos. 2,000 YouTube videos. I have gone live, done a live stream, been live on the internet close to 1,000 times. Free lives and paid lives. I had a membership once upon a time, and I was going live 2 to 3 times per week in that membership. That's 12 times a month, plus going live publicly for free. As a result of all of that content, I have been able to make $400,000 on the internet. I have been able to make over $35,000 from Google AdSense, i.e. from YouTube. I've been able to make tens of thousands of dollars from affiliates. I've been able to get 4- and 5-figure brand deals. I've been on the news over 20 times. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from selling my memberships, from selling my classes, from selling my workshops, from selling my boot camps. What I'm trying to explain to you is I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars on the internet from my organic content. Hey, Kawhi, thank you so much for joining. From my organic content. I've made sales from YouTube the most. I've made sales from TikTok. I've made sales from Instagram. I've made sales from Facebook. The content that I have created has yielded me multiple 6 figures. And as a business owner, it is my main way to market and build my audience. Okay? So, hey D, tonight I want to talk about you making time to create content as a business owner. And I'm going to give you my top tips for what you can do to make time in your life, right? I'm sorry, I got the wrong outline up. To make time in your life to create content. I was scheduling my lives and I had Saturday's outline up and I was like, that's not the topic for tonight. Tonight's topic is making time to create content. So I've been rambling for a few minutes. I wanted you to know a little bit about me. And also, before I dig into the topics, this is live stream 12 of LiveMas. So if you watch YouTube or you have a YouTube channel, you know when December comes, YouTubers do something called Vlogmas. And Vlogmas is when you post a vlog, a video every single day until Christmas. So like basically 25 videos. Some people do it for the whole month, but most of the times you do it from December 1st to December 25th. You post a video every day. I have no desire to post a video every day. I believe I've done Vlogmas twice in my life. It's exhausting. It takes a lot. So I said, instead of Vlogmas, I'm going to do LiveMas. I'm going to go live 25 times in the month of December. So we are halfway, almost halfway, because we're at 12. We're at 12 out of 25. And I'm super duper excited. I'm freaking loving it. So we're going to be talking all things content, business, and sales in LiveMas. And like I said, tonight we're talking about making time to create content. So before I dig in now, I'd like to know who's here. I see a bunch of you popping up and watching. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I would like for you to let me know in the comments. Number one, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then number two, what platform do you create content on? So where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country? And then what platform do you create content on? So I'm in Orlando. It's actually freezing here. It is 50 degrees. And for Florida, that is freaking cold, like cold, cold, cold as ice. And I create content specifically for my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris and Build a Business with KRYS. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed already. The replay will be there. And YouTube is where I be. YouTube is where I create my pre-recorded content. Then I go live on all of my platforms. So where do you create content? D is here from Baltimore, and she says, I mostly use Instagram. Yes. I know, Kauai, you said you use Facebook, right? Facebook is your main platform. I remember that from the live last night. So don't be shy. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and where you create content mostly. And let me check TikTok because it's scrolling so fast. I can't see between the likes and people coming in. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're watching from and what platform do you create content on the most? Okay. Yes, Facebook. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So I'm going to jump right into the tips because I didn't eat dinner. I usually eat dinner before my live. I didn't eat dinner yet. So I need to do this and eat. So let's talk about making time to create content. When I started my YouTube channel in 2018, I had a 9-to-5. I've always been someone who's been busy. I've always had a lot going on. I would say since middle school, and I got my job. I started working at 14. So I started working in 8th grade. So from 8th grade till forever, I've always been a busy person. I've always had multiple things going on. So I've always had to manage my time. I've had 2 and 3 jobs. I've been in cheerleading. I've been in band. I've been in RA. I was in a sorority. Like I did all the things. I've always been busy. So time management is something I had to master as a kid. Like 13, 14, I had to master my time because I had so much stuff going on. So my first tip for you when it comes to making time to create content is you have to decide that it's important. One thing I learned, and I learned really young, if it's important and it's a priority, you make time for it. If your business is not important to you, if it's not high on your priority list, you won't do anything. And if your business is high on your priority list and you want to make sales, and social media and creating content is the way that you are marketing and making sales in your business, that also makes it a priority. Creating content is a priority in my business. Marketing my business is a priority. Engaging with my audience, all things social media is a priority. If I'm being honest with you, it's about 50% of my business. My business is literally 50% content, 50% coaching. And then there's a little bit of admin work in there. But literally, because I go live so much, I spend just as much time live as I do coaching my actual clients. So my business is probably, I should probably do 40, and 10% other, like 40% content, 40% coaching, 10% other. Content is very important in my business. So if your business and your content isn't important, you won't find the need to make time for it. So just like how you make time for your family, just like how you should be making time for yourself, you making time for them kids, you making time for that job, you making time for your friends, you have to make time for your business. If your business is an afterthought, that's what it will always be. You won't make the sales, you won't build an audience, you won't get what you want. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that. Let me know where you're watching from and where you like to create content. I'd love to hear from you. So that's the first tip. You have to decide that it's important so it can find space into your life. And it doesn't have to take up all your time. We're going to talk about that in a second. My next tip for you, use a calendar out your business time. Now, another thing I did, because I've always been a busy kid, I literally have always had a planner. So all throughout elementary school, middle school, high school, college, I had a paper planner. And up until this year's the year I fell off my planner. I've had a paper planner literally up until 2024. Mid 2024 is when I fell off, and I have become a full digital planner girl. So for the length of my business, I've had a paper planner always, but I've always used my Google Calendar and project management systems to manage my time. Okay. You need a calendar. So I don't care if it's on paper, your iPad, your phone, a Google Calendar. What are the other calendar options out there? Good Notes. I don't care what you use. If you are a grown adult and you are running a business, you need a calendar. Now, one thing that has really worked for me is that if I have to show up for something, a coaching call, an event, I have to be somewhere, it's on my calendar. So I have a Crystal has to show up calendar, and I even have Bill's Crystal needs to pay calendar. All that used to be on paper, but now I have a calendar where I can click a button and it'll show me all my bills with the due date, and then I know when to pay them. Then I have when does Crystal need to show up for coaching, and I have it all on my calendar. When does Crystal need to show up for personal things, doctor's appointments, family events, go to the airport, travel? It's all on my calendar digitally. Okay. My paper planner was more like business tasks, but I have since transitioned that to a project management system that is also on a calendar that tells me everything I need to do, due dates, and things of that nature. So I don't care how you do it, however it works for you, but you need a calendar because you're going to use this calendar to what? Plan your time. Now, before we find the time, because people are going to say they're busy, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you feel busy. If you have family, you have friends, you have yourself, you have a spouse, you have a life, you like to go out, got a lot of things to do. Put a number 1 in the chat. We all have things to do. We all are busy. But if your business is a priority, it's our goal to find the time. So my next tip for you before we find the time and we start writing it down on a calendar, I want you to do a time audit. This changed the game for me. Just like I've done money audits where you go through your bank account, you go through your bank statements, you go through all of that, and you see where you've been spending your money. I want you to do a time audit of yourself. Number 1, if you got an iPhone, I want you to open up your iPhone settings and go to screen time. And I want you to see what your iPhone tells you, where it tells you you've been spending your time. Because that phone, baby, when I'm not productive, I'll see how much time did I spend on social media. The amount of time that I have spent on social media is disgusting. Because if I look at it and I take away the time that I was live, the time that I was posting content, the time that I was engaging with my audience, the rest of that time I was aimlessly scrolling without purpose, makes me sick to my stomach. I've gotten so much better about it. But if I didn't do a time audit, I wouldn't have realized it was there. So I'm also going to give you another example. When I had a 9 to 5, this was back in 2018, 2019. This is back when we still watched TV at a specific time. When Grey's Anatomy came on at 8 or 9 o'clock, and then How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal. Like we got we got all of those shows, right? I used to watch Big Brother at a specific time. I just had a bunch of shows that I watched each day at a time. So when I did my time audit, I realized I was watching 2 to 3 hours of TV every single day. I realized I was spending an hour eating lunch and kikiing with my coworkers. I realized I was spending 3 to 4 hours a day on Instagram and Facebook, because that's all we had back then, and watching YouTube videos. I looked at that and I was like, that's not how I want to spend my time as a business owner. So on my time audit, I saw I was spending 15 to 20 hours a week on social media. I was spending 10 to 12 hours a week watching TV. I saw that I was spending 15 hours a week talking on the phone to my sister. Not that I don't love my sister, not that we don't need to talk on the phone, but 15 hours a week is a lot when my business is a priority. So I want you to audit your time. For the next day or two, write out what you are doing outside of the stuff on your phone, like your travel time to and from work, right? Are you playing a game? I looked at my game time. I'm playing a game for 2 hours a night. 2 hours a night. That's 15 hours a week playing a game if I do it for 7 days. That's 14 hours. All these little things add up. And if they aren't a priority, and what I'm going to say, just like I taught my money clients, I'm not saying never and I'm not saying not to. I'm saying, which is my next tip, reallocate your time. So once you see where you've been spending your time, you ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? Answer's probably no. As a business owner with a 9 to 5, my suggestion for you is to spend 7 to 10 hours per week on your business. Okay. Not all of that time needs to be on content. Probably 3 to 4 hours of that needs to be content. We'll talk about content specific time. But right now, I want you to just think about time in general for your business. You want to find 7 to 10 hours a week for your business. Probably 2-ish to 3 hours of that a week should be from your content, right? So we're going to reallocate our time. And I'm going to tell you what I did specifically and what I still do to this day. So back then when I had my 9 to 5, I stopped going to lunch with my coworkers. I said, y'all get 1 day a week to eat lunch. It was Friday. Monday through Thursday, I got an hour lunch. That's 4 hours for my business. I was editing YouTube videos, deciding on YouTube videos, responding to comments. I was in my car. I was at a coffee shop. I was working on my business. I was eating my lunch and working on my business in a notebook, or bringing my personal laptop to work and working. That gave me 4 hours. I stopped watching all of my shows on the days. Now we can do that now. We binge shows anyway. So I stopped watching all my shows except for Big Brother Live Eviction on Thursday nights at 9. I stopped watching all of my shows. I recorded them on DirecTV. And then on Friday night, I would work 1 hour in my business. And then the rest of that night, I binge watched my shows. Okay. So Fridays was like the fun day. I reduced my social media scrolling, because if I can spend 20 hours a week scrolling on social media, there's my 7 to 10 hours for my business. So I started to work 2 to 3 hours a day on my business. And I wasn't staying up ridiculously late. I wasn't neglecting my motherly duties or my work duties. I just reallocated the time that I was wasting in a way that wasn't necessary. I set better boundaries with my sister and my mom. Like, hey, I can talk to you for 1 hour, but I can't talk to you for 3 hours. I still struggle with that today because I'm full-time in my business, and my sister jokes that I don't have a real job. So a lot of times I could spend 5 hours on the phone with my sister. Now I can multitask and we can be on the phone together and I can still be doing my business stuff. But back then I wasn't strong enough to do that. And even today I'll be like, sister, I really got to do this work. They really respect when I'm on a call. If I'm like, I'm with a client, they get it. But if I'm just working, they're like, oh, you can talk to me while you work. And sometimes I'm like, no, really, I can't, my brain, right? So look at all the time you are spending. Is that the best use of time? You need time with your spouse. You need time with yourself. You need time with them kids. You're going to have family events. So when on your calendar, you're going to put it all out there. But the point I want you to make, and even if you don't use this for your content or for your business, are you spending your time in the intentional way that you want to spend your time? And I'm not saying don't scroll on social media. We need a little bit of a scroll. But I can't afford to scroll 4 hours a day. I can do an hour a day. Give myself an hour, maybe 90 minutes. But I don't need to be scrolling for 4 hours. That's not the best use of my time when I have business goals and things that I want to do. Does that make sense? Yes or no? So audit your time and then reallocate it using your calendar. I'm busy, but with my business, I just need to manage my time better. Yes. And I feel like that is a problem for all of us. Even today, I'm full-time in this business. I'm like, I need to work 4 to 5 hours a day in my business. How am I going to do that? Then some days I have to do my side hustle work. Some days I have family. Like when I'm with my family, I got to manage that in. When I got Kinsley, I got to do Kinsley stuff and take her to practice. I find that when I have Kinsley and she has stuff to do, I'm much better with my time. Because if practice is at 5 and we got to leave at 4, I know that I got to have most of my work done by 4. And then we'll be at practice from 5 to 6. We're going to drive home from 6 to 7. I got to feed the child. And then I want to be able to be live by at least 9:30. So I need to feed her, make sure she's in the shower, spend some time with her, go live, spend a little bit more time with her after. So I feel like I'm a lot more productive when I have her, because it's like, oh, we have to do stuff at this time. So mommy needs to be done work at that time. Make sense? Janae says 3 hours on social today, not one business post. Let me go in the corner. So what I don't want us to do is I don't want us to shame ourselves, right? We can be better starting today. We can make better decisions starting for tomorrow. So if you realize you were 3 hours on social media, outside of watching If you are watching like content that's helping you build your business, this right now is motivating and helping you. I would count watching a live like this that's educating you, motivating you, giving you tips. Don't count this as aimless scroll. Count this as I am getting teaching for my business. I'm getting educated in my business. I'm getting motivated in my business. So my live, I'm tracking this as work. When I show up to my coach's stuff, or if I show up to a coach that I enjoy and they're hosting a webinar or they doing a live stream, that's hours towards business education. But when I'm just scrolling and sending memes to my sister and my friends, yeah, that's aimless. Okay. So don't shame yourself. Let's just say, how can I be better for the rest of today and for tomorrow? Okay. A lot of stuff came up on TikTok. So let me scroll back and make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay. So does this make sense to y'all? This makes sense, right? To audit your time, see where you've been spending it, and then reallocate it. Okay, let me scroll. TikTok be going so fast. And then it freezes sometimes. So let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay, there's Janae's post. Hey, Mimona, I'm doing great. How are you today? Thank you so much. Did I miss much? No, I just started. Thank y'all so much for liking the lives. I just started. I've only been ranting for a little bit. And so far, all I said was make your business a priority, right? Make your business a priority. Get a calendar to manage your time. Audit your time, meaning where are you currently spending your time throughout the day and throughout the week? And then reallocate that time. Like when you look at your time audit and you look at the buckets of where you're spending your time, if that's not how you want to spend your time, reallocate it. And I suggest you spend 7 to 10 hours a week working on your business. Okay. So allocate the time for your business. And then we want to split your time between planning, producing, and then creating and filming your content. What do I mean by that? So what I teach my clients is my framework of number one, we're planning our content for the month. Plan your content for the month. And the framework is PBS. It's plan, batch, and schedule. So you want to break up your content time between plan, batch, and schedule. So for example, it takes me around 2.5 hours to plan my content for the month. When I plan my content for the month, I am doing 1 YouTube video per week and I'm doing 5 live streams per week. So I hypothetically need about 30 topics, but really I come up with about 15 topics and I make YouTube videos about those topics and then I make live streams from those topics. Okay. So that's the planning part, deciding what your video topics are going to be and then outlining them. So that will take 1 to 2 hours per month, really. I'm not planning content every week. I'm planning for the month for the next month. So 1 to 2 hours per month to plan, right? For me, 2 to 3 because I have a lot more content, but 1 to 2 hours to plan. Then when it comes to batching, you are going to sit and record all of your videos either on one day or multiple days. So depending on how long your videos are, for me, I record about 10-minute videos. So I usually give myself about 3 to 4 hours to do that. So 3 to 4 hours to record 10 videos. If you're recording 12 2-minute shorts, that's only 24 minutes of content. So I would say give yourself 90 minutes to 2 hours to record 12 shorts. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Hold on, I got a text. Does this make sense? So we're going to batch. Okay. And then you want to spend time to edit and schedule. So that probably will take another 1 to 2 hours. So all in all, for me, that's about 10 to 12 hours per month, which is about 2 to 3 hours per week. Okay. You want to put that time on your calendar. So I put a time on my calendar to plan my content. I usually plan my content 2 times. I do all my video topics and then I do my video outlines. Again, that takes me about 3 hours a month. and I break it up over a couple of days, because like December, you're planning January's content, and then January, you're planning February's content. So I have the whole month to plan my content for the next month. So usually 1 week is all about planning. Then the next week, I will batch out and record my videos. And then every week I edit 2 to 3 videos. Okay. So allocate the time. Now, the reason why I know how much time it takes me is because when I do this, I track my time. So when you sit down to plan your videos, start a timer. Start a timer. Then that way, you can see the average time it takes you to plan out your content. Does that make sense? I have videos on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. I'm trying to get 4 new subscribers tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. So please go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. It's linked in my bio. And if you're on TikTok, you can fill out this form right here. Give me your name, your email, and your phone number. I will get you on my email list, and you'll get the direct link to my YouTube channel and the direct link to book a sales call with me. Doesn't matter if we're changing outfits or backgrounds. I change my shirt every four videos. So if I'm doing 12 videos, I'll do 4 in one shirt, 4 in the next shirt, 4 in the next shirt. If you want to change backgrounds, that's completely up to you. I don't like to post a bunch of videos in a row. I'm on YouTube as well. It doesn't really matter. I don't like to post a lot with the same shirt. So what I'll do is the first video I'll record 12, right? But I'll do 1, 4, and 8. So it's like they're not getting posted in the exact same week. So when I used to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I would record all the Monday videos in a black shirt, all the Wednesday videos in a blue shirt, all the Saturday videos in a red shirt, right? So when you look at the week, it's a different one each week, but it's all the same on Mondays, if that makes sense. But you can absolutely change. That's completely up to you. Most platforms don't really care if you look the same or have the same clothes on. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, go ahead and change if that's what you want to do. Okay. So if you don't know how much time it's going to take you to plan out your content and all of that, you track your time, but allocate it out for you. So again, just with my suggestions, 1 to 2 hours to plan and outline your videos, 2-ish to 3 hours to record your content for the month, and then probably 2-ish hours to edit that content and schedule it. So make sure you watch my video on planning your content for the month. And actually, I'm doing a live on Saturday. Saturday's topic is create your content for the month. But I've also done 30 days, and I had similar videos up that you can watch right now on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Okay. So I think I jumped ahead and I actually put everything out already. When you are scheduling and editing your content, if you're on YouTube, that's when you do your thumbnails, your description box, your titles, everything. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, that's when you come up with your hashtags and everything. You want to make sure that everything is planned out. So by January 1st, all you're doing is editing and getting that content ready to post and schedule it. Okay. So the name of this game and the core of this is to really sit down and put this time on your calendar. Put the time on your calendar, make it a priority, and show up for yourself in that way. Okay? So, what questions do we have? What questions do we have about making time to create content? Questions. If you don't have questions, was this helpful? Was this helpful? It's all about planning. It's all about deciding that this is important and putting it on your calendar. I froze for a second because I had to refresh my phone, but I shouldn't be freezing right now. Some people ask me, what if I can't record all on one day? That's fine. Just make sure you are doing it a month ahead. It sounds like a lot, but I promise you it's going to save your life. So we're halfway through December right now. Christmas and New Year's is coming up. It would be to your benefit to just spend the rest of December planning January. Then when January comes, plan February. So that way you have the whole month to do all of these things and your content is ready for the next month. Does that make sense? So it's better to take a break and prepare. I'm not sure what kind of videos I make about my baskets. I mostly take pictures of my baskets I already made. Okay, so I talked about this with you a little bit more. So Kawaii sells gift baskets. You want to take videos of the baskets and talk about what's inside of each basket and talk about the reason why people need these baskets, the reasons why these baskets are going to save them time and energy. So you can also talk about content without a basket in the video. Okay. So for example, remember when I talked yesterday about telling your story? You could record yourself putting a basket together. Like I will be recording every time you put a basket together, record yourself. You could make a B-roll video of you putting a basket together and you telling your story about why you started creating baskets. Talk about the next holiday that's coming up and the baskets that you're going to be selling. You could do a talking head video about why you decided to create baskets, why they save you so much time, energy, and effort, why people should buy your baskets. You could do a video and show pictures of past baskets that you created. Does this make sense? Yes or no? You can do a video. Remember when I talked about this? You can do a video to teach people how to create their own baskets. Walk them through Dollar Tree and show them how they can make a basket for their kid's teacher's birthday. Or if they wanted to make a basket for somebody for Christmas. Does that make sense? So you have to make videos and talk about the baskets and talk about, what did I say? The why. The why, the why, the why. I'm such a habit of recording and posting. How do I get out of this rut and pre-plan and record? Again, you have to sit down and decide. I'm going to pre-plan and record. So you sit down and you plan out your videos. If you can't do a month, even though I really want you to try, do 2 weeks at a time. Plan your content for the next 2 weeks and then record it and schedule it. And then plan your content for the next 2 weeks and record it and schedule it. But I really want you to try to do it for the month. And on Saturday, I'll go a little bit deeper into that. I also have videos about it already. You just got to decide. If you're going to record one, you might as well record 3 to 5. My biz bestie's on here. She records like 6 or 7 reels at a time. If she's going to do her makeup and get cute and get camera ready, we're not going to record one. She's going to record 6 or 7. And I think she does that, every week, biz bestie? She might do that every week, every other week. She always has enough videos. Does that make sense? So you have to get your mind like, I'm a maximizer. I'm not going to sit down and record one video unless it's really quick. I'll do that for TikTok because TikTok's not my main platform. She does that every week. So every week she sits and she does 6 to 7 reels. Sometimes she does more because she'll box me like, I just did 10 reels. But 6 to 7 is a good average because that's a reel a day. So she does that every week and it doesn't take her 17 hours. She probably does them all in like an hour, right? Because she plans them out. She knows what she's going to say. She's not waiting until reel day to be like, now what reels am I going to record? No. If her recording day is Wednesday, the way that she's set up, her videos are already decided probably a week before, right? An hour. She knows which reel she's going to record for the whole month probably. And then she's like, fine, I'll do these 7 this week, these 7 this. She already has it already planned out. So the planning is essential. On recording day, I'm just getting cute and ready, but it's already planned out. It's already planned out. Yes. How to do 6 to 7 in 1 hour. If it's only a 1 to 2 minute reel, that's only 6 to 12 minutes. That's it. It's not a lot. I feel like you are overthinking it. Even when I can record 4. If I'm focused and I'm not, I can record 4 10-minute videos in an hour. There was a time where I recorded 5 10-minute videos in less than an hour because I was just like, record, put more lipstick on, record. I looked up, my timer said 59 minutes and I had did 5 videos. They were all between 9 and like 10 and a half minutes. And those were YouTube videos, full-length YouTube videos. I think you are overthinking it and it feels harder than what it is. If a video is 2 minutes, 6 times 2, it's only 12 minutes. There's 60 minutes in an hour. You can get them out like that. Even if you change shirts, even if you do 4 and then change a shirt, change your earrings, change your hairstyle, you could probably get them all done in like 45 minutes. Easy. So we just got to sit down and decide. If 6 feels like too much for you, okay, let's do 4. And maybe the first week you do 4, record 4 on Monday and 4 on Tuesday. And you're like, ooh. And then once you get yourself ahead, you're always ahead and flowing. Any other questions? I love this. And I just want to encourage you. Don't do just one. Plan out your content for the month. Batch it out and schedule it. And do we save this on our phones? So this is a personal choice for you. So depending on what app you are recording for, you can record direct. Like for TikTok, I record directly in the app. My sister, she records her TikToks on her phone and then she edits. Okay? And then she edits them and then she puts them into TikTok. For my YouTube videos specifically, I record on my phone because I don't got a camera. I use an iPhone 13 Pro Max to record my YouTube videos. I record in cinematic mode. Once I'm done recording the video, I drop it into my editing software, iMovie, title the video, and it sits in iMovie. You could record your reel on your phone, then put it into Instagram with the date and the title of the video. And when I say the date that you want it posted, because remember, you scheduled it, you planned it out, the date you want to post it in the title, and then leave it in your drafts. That's up to you. I would not record and just leave a bunch of videos in your phone. That's going to overwhelm you because you don't know what each video is. You don't know what day it's going to be posted. So I learned that from doing YouTube. I would record all my YouTube videos and they'd be in my phone. Then I have to listen to them to see what was what. I cut all of that out. I recorded the video. I put it right into my editing software. When I record a video in TikTok, if I'm not posting it right now, in the caption of my draft, I'll put December 12th, make time to create content. And when I go to my planner where I planned out my content, okay, December 12th, how to create content. I know exactly what video that is. Like I said yesterday, you're lighting a fire in me. Yay, I struggle with posting on calendars. I struggle with posting ideas. I just struggle. Well, I'd love to help you, Cupcake Sweetie, because I am a content coach and I help business owners create consistent content that allows them to make consistent sales in their business. So I would love to invite you to, number one, join my YouTube channel, subscribe to Build a Business with Chris, and then get on my email list. And you're on TikTok. So if you fill out the form, you can get on my email list and you can book a sales call with me. The sales call is free. And the sales call is for us to chat about working together. I have a 6-month one-on-one coaching program called Content, Consistency, and Cash, where we're going to work together to put a content strategy together that works for you so you don't have to struggle. You'll have content pillars so you'll know exactly what you're going to post every single 30 days, and we will do it together. The coaching consists of Zoom calls with me every month, 1 Zoom call a month, and then you get me every single day to answer your questions. You can text me and voice message me every day so that you have accountability and support as you grow in your business. You won't have to struggle. I know what I'm saying right now sounds so easy, but it gets to be easy for you once you have a plan in place. So I'd love to help you with that. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, get on my email list. My one-on-one coaching is on sale right now until December 15th. It's $1,500 regular price. It's on sale for $1,250. And there's a 7-part payment plan, seven payments of $195. And the coaching runs from January to June of 2025. So if you don't want to struggle anymore, you don't have to. I'll work with you for 6 months. And then by the time we're done, you'll know, you'll have a strategy, you'll know what to do, and you'll be good to go. So I mostly post on Facebook. Should I post videos on Facebook and Instagram, the same videos? From your Facebook business page and your Instagram business page, yes, you can post the same exact videos. And I'm always worried about my background and how it looks and how I'm talking and how I sound. Done is better than perfect. We can't worry about that. I got Kinsley's art and a ripped up chair behind me. Do y'all care about that? Y'all don't care about that. Y'all care about what I'm saying. If you're judging me for my chair, please send me money so I can buy a new one. Otherwise, who gives a crap? The chair was peeling. Kinsley thought it was a fun thing to do, and the girl started peeling it off with info on how to purchase the basket. I wouldn't talk about purchasing the basket as much as why people need the basket. You can put your website on Facebook. You can put the link in your Instagram bio. Focus on the why of the basket, and people will buy it. And people will buy it. We can't worry about none of that. My hair is in a twist out. I look like Miss Sealy. My hair's twisted for a twist out, so I look like Miss Sealy right now. I don't care about any of that. I will show up in here with a bonnet, check. None of that matters. Now, when I do my pre-recorded content, I look good, and I still be having this nasty chair. I got Kinsley's artwork behind me. We can't worry about that. Done is better than perfect, and you have to start showing up. Now, if you eventually want to change your background, cool, but you got to start with what you have. Find a white wall, put a sheet up. Come on now. We're coming up with excuses on why we can't instead of how can we do it with what we have. But guess what? The chair works fine. I don't care about the chair. I don't. Like, I could put a blanket up here. I really, honestly, if I'm being 1,000% honest with y'all, I really don't care that the chair is peeling. Because outside of that, it's a really good, comfortable chair that I paid almost $200 for. And that was on sale. Okay? It's a really nice chair. And it's really comfortable. I don't care about that. My child thought it would be fun to peel it. I could put a dang on thing over it. But yeah, if I find a really good deal, absolutely, I'll get a new one. But this chair is so comfortable. So comfortable. Let's see. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. You said $195 per month. Yes, it's 7 payments of $195. And that sale ends on December 15th. December 15th, that sale ends. So that's this Sunday. So I added you to my email list, Mimona. So you should have got an email with the link to my YouTube channel and the link to book a sales call. And also I sent out an email today about the coaching. So if you open up that email, it has a direct link to the coaching. If you want to talk to me before you get the coaching, you'd have to email me because I don't think I have sales call availability. But if you're like, Crystal, I really want the coaching, I want to talk to you before Sunday so I can make my decision, I can make myself available this weekend for a sales call. You just have to email me and say, hey, I want to talk to you because I want to book this deal before Sunday. And I will find a time, whether tomorrow or Saturday or even Sunday morning, for us to talk. Okay? You just have to, you can reply to the Krista Maximizer email and we can do it. Girl, my kid be doing the same thing. Yeah. And my child is 10. She should be acting up. What editing software do you use for your videos? So I post on YouTube only and I edit on iMovie. She says, I didn't notice the chair till you pointed out. See, you ain't care about that chair. Nobody cares about the chair. Nobody cares. Then I got my baby's little artwork. I love this. She made this for me. And then that says I'm too creative for a 9 to 5 because shout out for that. So for YouTube, I use iMovie. When I record vertical videos, I do them in TikTok and I edit them in TikTok. I've edited like one video in CapCut. So if you're doing vertical videos, I would say use CapCut or TikTok. Horizontal videos, I use iMovie because it's free on all my Apple devices and my editing is really basic. That's all. I'm basic and for free. For free is for me. It works. I ain't tripping. She said, you're right. Yep, no one noticed. See? But I was just giving her an example about messed up backgrounds, right? Done is better than perfect, and we have to get started. When I started my YouTube channel and I was recording videos, I was recording mostly in CVS and Walgreens. When I recorded at home, I took a nook in my kitchen, and that's where my office was because me and my daughter lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. And I had a nook in my kitchen where like a kitchen table should be. No, I had a Walmart desk and a chair. And my back was to my closet, like the closet where you put like the vacuum cleaner and all that. That's what my back was up against. It probably was supposed to be a coat closet, but I didn't care about that. Well, we're in Florida, not a coat closet. Long story short, my back was on a closet. Think of switching to iPhone. I have 2 iPhones, iPad, and a MacBook. It makes it very easy when it comes to content, for sure. Any other questions? These are great questions. So what I need from you, join my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to Build a Business with Chris, Build a Business with KRYS, and get on my YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, fill out the form. If you're on YouTube, the link's in the description box. Go to KristaMaximizer.com, get on my email list. I'm going to be sending an email out every single day about my coaching. The 7-part payment plan ends on Sunday. So if you want to do the $195 per month, you better get it by Sunday because that price is going to go away. The coaching will be available, but the price is going back up to $265 a month for 6 months. Not 7 payments, 6 payments. Okay. This coaching is from January to June of 2025. Yes, you got to stay for the whole 6 months. Okay. The 6 months is going to give you what you need. So if you've been struggling with your content, unsure of your content, not consistent, not making money, don't know how to show up, want to go live, but you don't know how to go live, this coaching is for you. It's customized and it's one-on-one and it's me and you. It's not a group. You get to talk to me every day. You can text me and voice message me every single day, whether it's good, bad, I want to quit, I did great, I hate this, I love this. I'm your girl. I'm there to support you through it all because I know what that feels like. Okay. So last call for alcohol. Thank you to whoever subscribed. I appreciate that. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? I need that. I'll be messaging you. Perfect. Would love to work with you. Would love to work with you. I'm excited. I'm excited for the new clients that are going to work with me and the results that you are going to get. I know y'all are out there. I know you're ready. So let's go into 2025 on a high note, right? You don't have to do it alone. So don't. So as long as you are ready to do the work, because I can give you all the tips, but if you are not ready to implement, you will not get the results that you desire. Okay? Subscribe to the channel, get on my email list, email me, DM me, get in contact with me if you're like, I want to work with you. Let's get a sales call. Okay. I don't think my sales call calendar is open for the weekend. But again, if you message me, I will make myself available. We'll find a time and we'll get it together. Okay. So any questions before I leave? Before I go? Was this helpful? I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's topic is... Tomorrow we're talking about, because it's Friday the 13th, I didn't even do this on purpose. It accidentally happened. Tomorrow we're talking about how to show up even if you're scared. You're scared, you got fear, you don't know what to do, you're nervous. We're talking about how to show up scared. And it wasn't until I realized that it was Friday the 13th that I was like, I lined this up perfectly. Not on purpose, but I'll be back here tomorrow night, somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. And yeah, it's scheduled. I think I scheduled it for 10, but we'll see. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Tonight was pretty epic. I love the energy. I love the engagement. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate those of you who subscribed and joined the email list. I will not be showing up in a Jason mask because I'm scared of those masks and I don't even have a mask. I do have a scary mask for Halloween, but I will not be showing up in a mask. Okay. I will not be showing up in a mask. I may want to change my business strategy. Absolutely. We could talk about all of that. Okay. When you're my client, we talk about all things business, mindset, money, all the things, right? Like I'm your coach. We talk about it all because all of it leads up together. And we're going to do a lot mindset too. Because we got to change those thoughts, right? Turn all negatives into positive. We think good thoughts. Not so good things are going to happen and we're going to, fix them and overcome them. But we have to think about the positive. We can't always think, what if bad? We need to be thinking, what if it goes good? What if it goes great? Like I'm destined to get the great things, even when it looks a little scary. Okay. So tomorrow we're talking about how to show up scared. So thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.